Hello my friends, I'm back with my next print and play game for you that's also been submitted to the Board Game Geek contest. This one is called Ek. Deck without the D in front of it is how the designer pronounces it, and it's a game made by a man called John Burton. And the take on this one, and the reason why it caught my eye, is because it is a solo trick-taking game. Yes, you heard that right. If you're like me, you probably grew up playing Hearts and The Great Dalmoody and Rage, right? All these great trick-taking games. But I have not come across a solo trick-taking game before, so I was very intrigued to see how this plays. And it plays very well, so I think I'm very interested in this one. I printed out the full color version. He also has a low color and a black and white print as well if you want to try something with a little less ink. I would recommend though, if you can, print them out on whatever paper you're going to use and put them on something thick, maybe a set of 52 playing cards. You can just glue them on the front of it or stick them on the front of them, because there is a little bit of shuffling, and I think it might be hard to do that if you just have little pieces of paper. All right, so I would recommend sticking them on something a little bit harder, but other than that, this is an easy peasy one to print out and play. I think it's maybe 7 pages maybe total, and like I said, you can get a lower level ink version as well. Now, the game itself, as a trick-taking game, is that you're trying to be accurate. All right, so they come with these little Ek cards, and there's a total of 7 of them, and this sets the length and the difficulty of your game. First time you play, they recommend using just the 6 and the 8. And when you're playing, you are trying to collect exactly 6 or exactly 8 tricks. If you manage to do that, if you manage to get 6 tricks, you would take the 6 card, and now we're trying to go for 8, and as soon as we get 8, we take the 8 card and we have won the game. Unfortunately, even though we're playing solo, we are playing against the Ek. We're playing against the deck, right? This is our adversary. If the Ek manages to take 6 cards, 6 tricks, we turn this card over, it becomes grayed out, which is like a warning. Because if the Ek manages to take 6 tricks again, we lose the game. Right? If the Ek takes 6 and it goes to gray, and then we take 6, we can still claim our prize. All right, but this is a little bit of a little bit of pressure, a timetable. It's something else to think about when you're playing the game. So it's not just that I want 6. That would be great, but what I really want is that the Ek doesn't get 6. Okay, so that's another sort of little layer of strategy you have to throw in. So the game we're going to play, we're going to start with just the 6 and the 8. All right. So what are all the cards in the game? Well, there are a total of 6 colors, red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple. The colors are all on equal footing. So it's not like the red will beat the purple or the orange will beat the yellow. No. All the colors are the same. The only thing you're looking at is the shape. And in particular, I like this, you're looking at the number of sides to the shape. So the higher the sides, the more powerful, stronger the card is, all right? So we have our stick, which is value of 2. Our triangle is a 3. Our square is a 4, 5, 6, and an 8, all right? So what does that mean? All right, so let's say the trick ends up looking something like this. We have the same color. This is a 2. This is a 4. The person who played the 4 will win the trick. All right, let's say this is our trick. Remember, we're only looking at sides. So this is a 3, this is a 3, color doesn't matter. This trick is tied, kind of like, what was that game, War? Remember the game War? And if you flip over the same card, it gets moved to the side and you keep building up those cards. That's what happens. This trick gets put on hold because they're both 3-sided figures, and we move to the next trick, and we see right away if it had fallen here, this would lose, this would win, and it would also win the whole trick. Okay, right? So now you've won 2. Okay, so color doesn't matter. One color doesn't beat the other. All you're looking at is the number of sides. Easy enough, right? Okay, sure. But there are trumps. All trick-taking games have trumps. And in this game, it's black and white circles. A black circle always wins against a color. So it doesn't matter how many sides your color has. If a black circle gets played, the black circle will take the trick. Equally, the white circle will always lose. So no matter what level it is that you have down there, even a little lowly 2-pointer, if a white circle is played, the color will always win the trick. Okay, but what happens, I hear you asking, if these two come together? Interestingly enough, if a black circle is led, a white circle will win the trick. So normally the black trumps all the colors, but the white will trump the black. Same thing holds if 2 blacks are played. That is, nobody's declared the winner. You set that to a side and you play the next trick. If 2 whites are played, nobody's declared the winner. It is set to the side and you play the next trick. So let's go ahead and just jump in and start playing. I think it's a very easy game to wrap your head around, but the strategy is very different because you're playing against the Ek, which isn't super logical, right? Like it has some rules it has to follow, but it doesn't play like a person. So for me, I've had to really adjust my trick-taking strategy to this game, which is very enjoyable. So let me shuffle this up and get us set up for our first game. So to start the game, you deal yourself 13 cards. That means there's going to be 13 tricks that are going to be played in this round. Remember our goal here. Our goal is to either take 6 tricks or 8. So if I take 6, then that means the Ek is going to have to pick up 7. 7 plus 6, 13. If I take 8 tricks, then then the Ek is going to have to take 5. All right, so that's the division that I'm hoping for. Okay, strategy time. We look down here on my little layout. You'll notice I'm missing a suit. I have no yellow. I have a hole in the yellow, which is going to be handy, as you all know, in trick-taking games. Sometimes it's very nice to be out of something. I also have 1 trump that always wins and 1 trump that never wins. The other thing we can look at is sort of the power level of my cards in general. I only have 1 8-point card. All right, that is the highest there is of red. Everything else is pretty low. The highest I have is a 5, a 5, and a 5. So I don't have a very strong hand. So I'm guessing I'm probably going for the 6 and not the 8. Looks like I'm going to lose more tricks than win. But we'll find out, okay? Let's see. Game always starts with the Ek. It goes first and it turns over 1 card. It is now up to us. If we can follow suit, we must. And if we have a choice, we get to pick. In this case, I only have 1 blue. It's a power 2. The Ek threw a power 3. The Ek wins this trick. So we're going to take it over here, put it to the side. Whoever wins the trick can sort of maintains the lead. So the Ek is going to play another blue. All right, so we are now out of blue. This means we can play any card we want. If we played a white circle, we would auto lose it. If we play a black circle, we're going to automatically win it. We could also play maybe a weak purple card just to sort of get it out of our hand, right? I like to hold on to the circles till later in the game because I feel like that's when you have an idea how close you are to the 6 and the 8. So for now, I think I'm just going to get rid of a weak card out of my hand. I'm just going to throw out a 2. We're going to let the Ek take this one. Ek still has the lead. Okay, so it plays a 6 of orange. I have to play one of my oranges. There's no way for me to take it. So I guess we'll get rid of our weakest card. We'll play a 2 of orange. The Ek maintains its lead. All right, whew, finally. A red 5. Well, we have to follow. We are also finally going to win a trick. Okay, This goes in our pile, trick pile. We've got the lead. How do we want to play this? So I'm at 1 of 5. Pretty sure I can win with this one. So let's throw out a high value card just to see what we can get. So let's throw out a 5. It's not the highest 5, but you know, it's pretty good. The Ek is going to go, and we're going to turn over cards until we find one of 2 cards, an orange card or a card of the same shape. So let's see if we can get one of those. Ha! Just kidding. The Ek pulls a trump on us and wins it. The Ek is playing very, very well. So he's at 4 now. Oof. Okay. He won the trick. He goes first. Okay, yes, it's an auto lose card. I love it. All right, so we can throw anything way out and we are going to win this hand. So let's throw out a nice low card, our little 3-pointy orange, and pick it up. Okay, we are at 2 and we need 6. Oof, all right. This is rough. All right, let's throw out, how about our high purple? Let's see if we can win something with a high purple. What does the Ek do? Blue, green, yellow. Nope, wrong shape. Still the wrong shape. Ah, okay. So he managed to tie us, all right? So same shape, different color. These cards are considered on hold right now, so we can still see them. We're just gonna put them to the side. And the next time anybody plays a circle card, we're gonna shuffle these back into the Ek. But for now, they're in the hole pattern. So we led that trick. It's tied. So now we get to go again. And we really want this, okay? We really, really want this. We really, really need this. So what I'm tempted to do here, 1, 2, because that would get us to 4. Oof. All right, let's see if we can auto win this. Let's lead our trump card. And as long as the Ek doesn't throw a white, we're okay. So let's see. Come on, Ek. All right, so we win it. Fabulous. We get to pick up 2 tricks. That puts us at 4 of 6. So we have to win 2 more tricks. We're still in the lead. I feel like we need to get out of the lead, okay? I feel like we need to get out of the lead. So let's play our auto lose. We're gonna lose with it anyway, right? So let's play this card. We're definitely gonna lose. And let's let the Ek win one. Okay, because we played a circle card, the hold cards are going to be shuffled back into the Ek, and the Ek is going to lead. And he is at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we're at 4. So we are hoping we have to get 2 of these 4 tricks. Okay, the Ek leads with a yellow. All right, let's counter with a purple because it's a low value. The Ek wins. A yellow. Shoot. So, I don't know if we're going to make it. All right, let's counter with, so I can tie it. How are we going to do this? We're going to have to tie it. We're going to have to match shape. So the Ek's going to go again. Please be green. Oh, it's an auto lose. Oh, we're so lucky. Okay, so let's win it. Oh, that was so lucky. So we're going to take both of those tricks. And we are now at 6. So now we really don't want to win the next trick. Oh, no. So let's see if we get lucky here. We do. All right, great. So the Ek takes the last trick. Okay, so the Ek came out with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Perfect. So the Ek took 7. We took 6. We get to claim the Ek card, put it in our little victory pile. We would shuffle up, play again, and this time we're trying to hit 8. The only other caveat for this game is if you ever go 3 rounds in a row without taking an Ek card, the game ends and you lose. So you can't just, play forever trying to hit 8. You have to actually make it happen within 3 rounds of the game. So we'd set it up again. We would give ourselves 13 cards and we would try to hit the 8 at this time. I think this is a very fun little game. I think that it satisfies that itch of playing a trick-taking game by yourself. I think it's a very ingenious little game, actually. I like the fact that you're looking for the number of sides, which makes it very easy to figure out, who wins, and figuring out how to lose a trick when you really need to, or how to win a trick when you really need to. I think is a lot more difficult. Maybe it's a little more luck-based because the Ek isn't playing by any logical rules. It's just flipping over cards. It's really hard to kind of, play off your opponent. I think it's a little more luck-based than a normal trick-taking game, but it definitely satisfies that itch. So if you are interested in Ek and would like to give it a try, of course I will link everything you need down below, and it is in development still, so the designer has his thread. You can go in and see sort of what he's come up with and any tweaks that he has made. But I think I just love the idea of a solo trick-taking game. I'm in. Let's see what you got, right? So John Burton, fun little game. Give it a try if you like. My 2 cohorts are also posting their videos on the next print and plays that they have selected. So if you want to see some more games that are currently in the contest, check them out. I think we're going to have a playlist linked below as well. And until next time, my friends, enjoy.